Skedaddle, skedaddle. I never know how to open these.
Yeah, very fair. But
Skedaddle, skedoodle. Your dick is now a noodle.
might as well. Shout out to the 14 people listening in India right now.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah. But God damn. Now it's in the beginning again. Well, it is what it is.
So, how are you this week?
Man, I honestly had a really weird week, but I don't even know where to start or begin. So I don't know. Maybe we'll ease it into the middle of the podcast.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, deadlines are finally over.
Oh yeah.
I only have one presentation left, but I told you before the podcast, I still don't have a date for it, so I don't know when, but it's nice to round things off.
Okay.
Worked again.
Ooh.
In one of, what's it called? Oriental something. It's like an Asian shop.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
They have those?
Yeah.
Okay, how's that? What did you need to count? Let's get interesting work talking.
Some weird, you see some really, really weird products where you just don't know why. You just ask why. Like tea bags, but they're not made out of tea bags, but out of seaweed.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, you're like, why?
Ew, wouldn't that make it salty?
I worked for, Amazing Oriental, that's the name. I worked for them twice.
Okay.
And I'm always excited to see what the employees are eating, right?
Yeah.
Because the employees are Asian. So I'm like, okay, I just saw all this weird shit in the store. What are you eating? KFC. First time. KFC. Oh, fuck. Second time, different city.
Okay.
Again, checked in my break. What are they eating? Again, KFC.
Again, shout out to the 14 people listening in India right now. But okay, that's a vibe. That's a different type of vibe.
Ooh, now people, if Indian people are listening, they probably think I'm not specific enough with Asian food. Because Asia pretty big.
Asia is pretty big and has a lot of people and a lot of cultures.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think it's Southeast Asian food.
Okay.
Just to
Getting specificer. Okay. Fair enough.
But where does your craziness start?
It's just mentally. It's been a really weird week mentally.
Okay.
Like, sometimes when you're in a slump of like you don't feel motivation to do certain things, right?
Yeah.
Right. I have those, right? Like I was just, that's how it started, right? Like this at the beginning of this week, I was just like, because I've been getting up for like 8:30 and like doing work.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Then I just felt this slump where like I don't really feel like doing anything, right?
Which also is all right from time to time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Right. And, like this was beginning this week. And then now it's just kind of evolved to like an identity crisis. Right?
I love how we really are like a therapy session.
Yeah. I deadass had a therapy session today, not with a therapist, but with my girlfriend. Right.
Uh-huh.
But I never really, cause like even like went to like, reasons of my childhood, like why certain things like line up and shit. Right.
Yeah.
Which I never did before.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it did give me some insight, but I was just in a place where I just felt like, I don't know, like, cause I'm doing the Twitch thing, for example. Right.
Yeah.
And it's something that I enjoy doing, but I think I started it with the wrong reasons, which is now biting me in the ass.
What do you mean the wrong reasons?
Well, first of all, I wanted to help people with tarot card readings, right?
Yeah.
But money was also an aspect of it, right? Because I know tarot card readings usually align with money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just had expectancies, right? When we're talking about expectancies and values of like what we value, right? So today I analyzed, what do I value? Like, what do I measure myself with if I consider something a failure or consider something a success, right?
And money is not a part of it.
No. But money is, for me, is not a part of like success or whatever,
Exactly.
But for me, what I think it was is validation, right? And validation can come in multiple ways. But what fucked me up, I think, is that I built up this Twitch stream. I mean, also I wanted to help people, but money aspect was a factor of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I scratched it now, but I feel like still like, even when I like doing it, but something is like in the back of my head and I can't explain why.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's why I've been struggling this week. I was just like, God damn, like I just felt off the entire week.
Huh.
And now it's just involved to like, I don't know what the fuck, but you know, it's a slump.
Yeah, I think it's good because as a friend, I did have some concern because in one way, I do really think it's great that you were being productive in a way.
Yeah.
And I think you should definitely keep up that grind. But if you get too productive, that's also not good, if that makes sense. If you get too strict on yourself and are too setting your goals, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you get caught up in them.
Yeah.
I wanted to go somewhere with this, but
I mean,
lost that train of thought. But yeah, and I actually thought about this lately, and I think social media definitely plays a big part in that.
100%.
But I think our standard of boring as a society is off.
Completely.
It's off. Like if you have a day where you get up and not necessarily do anything that achieves something great, and you go to sleep. Now that's boring. That's a boring day.
Yeah. Or you feel unaccomplished.
Yeah, but that actually that isn't a boring day at all. It's fucking normal.
Yeah.
That's like the normal level. You have exciting days, fucking good, nice, and you have boring days.
Yeah.
But a day like that is not boring. It's just normal.
Yeah.
And I think social media definitely plays a part in that because we show all the exciting shit and you feel like everyone's always doing something.
Yeah.
But that it's normal to just not always do anything. And even people we look up to, like, let's say The Rock. He also has days where he gets up,
Oh, 100%.
just works out, takes a shit, eats something, and goes to bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Even those people. And of course, you need to be on your grind to be successful, but it's not necessarily a boring life if you just have a day where you just did your thing and that's it.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, I think what fucked me over, I was always a person, like even when it comes to school, I had this weird thing where I always knew like the limit that I needed to do on work.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's also what's fucking me over. I never worked hard. According to the standards that I have now, I never worked hard in my life for something.
It's a student A is what we call it in the Netherlands. Like if you get a 5.5, that's a 10, right?
Yeah.
For students, that's a 10.
Exactly. And that somehow worked out in every area of life. Like I didn't work hard, but I got what I wanted. Yeah. Right. And now I think I fucked this whole system over by working a lot and trying too hard. Because that's also a thing, trying too hard. Yeah. If you want something, there's this backwards law thing, right? It's really if you want something too much, you're not going to get it. Right? Because you're too much in a mindset of like trying and like forcing yourself in order to achieve something. Yeah. But that's also not what life is about. And I fucked myself over with this, I think, because I put myself way too much on a spot and kept doing the same things or like repetitive things and not really like looking out of what I really want, you know? Yeah.
You kind of got caught up in your plan for the Twitch thing then.
Yeah, or productivity. Yeah. I think it was more hung up on productivity.
Yeah. I also got the sense, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that you were... because I get these are very confusing times, and I kind of had the idea that you were kind of confused as well, maybe also about the future, and this was kind of your way of getting control of things, like controlling your productivity and making sure at least you're going to do everything in your power to make everything all right. Kind of had that sense.
Could be, definitely.
And I did appreciate it. I think it's really cool that you can do that. That you can put yourself in that position to, I don't know what the fuck is going on around me, but I'm gonna make sure this is all gonna be okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a podcast and then talk about have a therapy session in there, and then rest of it, I don't know.
This got therapy real quick.
Yeah, but I think it's necessary to talk about that, you know? And that's, like, I also thought about, like, would I even bring this up in the podcast, for example, right? But the main factor of why I am is I think that it's important to talk exactly about those stages as well. You can't always talk about the good things. Yeah. You can't.
Yeah, that's not a real reflection of life.
No.
And in general, of getting out of the situation, that makes it sound more heavy than it actually is. But it starts with realizing where you're at. And I think you perfectly know where you're at right now, right?
I think I have questions.
Yeah, but at least you're questioning yourself. So that's already a good thing. You're not, at least not caught up now.
Yeah, and I'm not driving myself deeper into a wall. Yeah. Like if you realize that something feels off, then investigate. You
Yeah.
know, it's like if you have a car problem, right? And your car breaks down, you got to make sure it's good before you drive again.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just expect, if I just fucking leave this shit onto world and keep driving, then nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to get fucked over if you do that. So you need to make sure of yourself as like the first priority and put everything else, even doesn't matter how hard you worked on something or whatever, you know, just if you feel that way, then at least take a step back and evaluate. Like, what are you doing? Is it what you want to do? Do you feel forced? Do you enjoy to do it? You know?
Yeah. And I think that's really good.
Yeah.
And I think that's also exactly what we wanted to convey in the one interview we did. That's part of the mind as well mindset. You know, you see if things work, and if it doesn't work, then you either improve it or you move on to the next thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think you're just doing that right now. So I'm actually proud of you for being in this weird position right now. Sounds fucking strange, but
No, I get it. And thank you. I mean, I guess
it's very reflective.
It is. And you sometimes really need to take an honest responsibility for the position that you're in and need to reflect just with all your heart and with your really true intentions. Like, okay, but who am I? Like, What am I doing? Is it what I'm doing really what I want to do?
Yeah. And thinking about your whole tarot card thing and putting it into a bigger perspective, if we think about the bigger picture, this is also part of your journey, right?
Yeah.
So this is definitely a good learning experience.
Yeah. I think the whole thing, and I don't want to stop it, you know, that's not what I'm saying, but I think I learned a lot about life, about spirituality in its whole. I learned a lot about that, and I just learned so much more than I could have anticipated, right? Not just about like a specific field. I don't feel like I learned a lot about Twitch. I don't think I learned a lot about other social media platforms in that time. I think I learned the most about life. And like, just from learning tarot cards, I felt like I got wiser. And then reading various books, like watching so many videos from like Alan Watts or different philosophers that have different takes on life. I think I just became more wiser and open to new side of things, you know?
Yeah.
And especially I think spirituality is still something like, at least in the Western cultures, shout out to the 14 people listening in India, that is not as common, right? We sometimes, I myself, like in my past, I know people who are spiritual, right? And they always have that weirdness to them, right? It's never like, oh, they're a spiritual person. How cool, you know, what a normal member of society. It's always like, oh, she does. It's like she does that and that, you know?
Yeah. And it's in a way, it's also kind of associated with the basic white girl at this point.
Also true.
No more than not spiritual into tarot cards.
Yeah.
But more spiritual. And you're definitely a Gemini. I can tell.
I mean, to be fair, it like the tarot card thing and like the zodiac signs and stuff. That's, I don't know. That's definitely, a lot of people are into that, you know. Yeah. But I think it goes beyond that. It goes about questioning and like
now I get it.
Mind and stuff, you know.
Now, actually, when I was working in the Asian shop, I thought it might be fun for the podcast, but I don't know if we would try some weird Asian foods.
I love that. But
then we need to see if our listeners want it as well.
Man, I mean, I think shout out to the 14 people listening in. But sounds fun. I'm still also down to do the investigative work. We have a couple of ideas that we can implement.
Yeah. But this is mine as well, right?
Yeah.
So fucking what our listeners want. I actually went and got the Asian food.
Okay.
I actually covered it up, like covered the packaging up. Not that it even said much to me, to be quite honest.
Okay.
But I thought it might be fun to do some sort of a taste test.
Alright, I'm down. Okay, fuck it.
I think this is a drink, but I'm not 100% sure.
What the hell? This is like,
Now, I covered this up, but I think when you eat it, you'll know what it is.
This is rababa juice. Like, I don't know. This looks hella confusing. Oh, God. Okay.
Okay, wait, I got this. I'm gonna leave this here, because...
My guy, how much did you buy? Jay just pulled out the entire store out of his... It still doesn't stop. My guy, what?
I even cooked something.
You cooked something?
I even cooked something.
Do you need like a fork or something?
Yeah, I have it.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna taste this with you, though. I thought that would be fair.
Yeah. Have you tried any of this?
No.
Okay.
No,
okay.
and I kind of covered shit up, and I'm not even quite sure what it is at this point. So
that's cool.
We'll just have to see.
Okay, there's a weird twist to this episode. What do you need? What are you looking for?
Yeah, because I've kind of got too heavy. I don't know. So we try the sweets first? I think they're sweets. I'm not sure.
Fuck it. Let's try the sweets first, man.
Okay, tell me what you're tasting.
I'm gonna do a
maybe you can
open
it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you have a mic in your hand. Okay, first of all, the packaging's crazy. Looks like a...
that my girlfriend did that around it, so you couldn't read what's inside.
No, I mean the weird thing on top, but okay. Ooh.
But also, just smells just like the Asian shop. I'm not
gotta
gonna
definitely pull up a picture of something for the pot.
Oh, so yeah. I already made one without the...
Oh, perfect.
Okay, well.
Cheers.
I guess this is a podcast, so we need to describe what we're tasting.
Ass. A bunch of more ass.
Oh.
I should also just took a bite.
I think I remember what this is.
It's like sour. It's extremely sour, but bitter.
And spicy.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what to taste.
I think, I can't remember the name, but this is a tropical fruit. And it was like a spicy candy. But it has all the flavors.
It has all, I need it.
Need water?
No, let me get a paper towel. Yeah, I shouldn't have also just taken a bite, man.
Ah. That is not nice.
Now we're just...
Meanwhile, Philip is disposing his bite.
Yeah. let me put the paper towels.
Yeah, let's get that ready. Alright, I think I googled it today, so I didn't Google it on my phone though.
Oh shit!
No, you can take
take the packaging off.
Yeah.
Oh, holy fuck!
That's people eat this for fun.
Alright, let's see what this is. Oh god!
I actually thought these would be the nicest things of the whole collection I have. So.
Oh, tamarind with sugar and chili. Yeah, I guess. Tamarind with sugar and chili. I don't know what tamarind is.
I think that's the tropical fruit part.
Yeah, okay. But I cannot recommend these.
No. Do we rate this or how do we go about this?
If I could rate this would be, let's say 2. I spit it out, but it's like, it's cool. Alright, what do we have?
We have a bag.
Okay. Did you just pick the weirdest shit, or? I had a feeling, but okay, it's a vibe though. What you got next?
Well, something that straight up smells like cat food.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, this smells like, like a rabbit cage at like a pet store.
Yeah.
Give it a smell.
Yeah.
Think rabbit store.
Yeah, it really does.
Okay. This looks like bacon that was too long in the oven.
This is also a snack, by the way.
This looks like seaweed, though. If I would take a guess.
I have a taste.
All right. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. All right.
Better than the sweets.
Yeah. But it is dried seaweed, by the way.
Woo! Good guess. Yeah. Never had that before. But
I can see this being a good stoner snack if you're out of popcorn.
Yeah, I could see it. It has some salt to it. Tastes like fish.
Yeah, it's I could get behind this. And I don't like it necessarily.
Yeah. But maybe get used to it, you know?
Yeah.
Taking the fourth bite. Yeah. It ain't too bad though.
It's kind of one of those foods where you don't necessarily like it, but if you have it in your hand, you will continue to eat it.
Oh shit. Yeah. I mean, I would give this to my niece, you know? It's not something like the sweets I would not give to my niece, but this.
Okay. Well, now I think the naughtiest is in this jar.
It looks disgusting.
And I think when you look at it, you kind of already know what it is, but not really.
I have a bad assumption, but I really hope it's not it. You know, like those worms.
No.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Thank the Lord. I'm also, I don't know what the fuck to think about this rababa juice thing. It's also kind of confusing me, but alright.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm gonna open this.
Alright, okay. Oh man. Might as well vomit on podcast. Give it to me.
Bro.
That's right.
Wait. I need to be a man. I'm not a man. Fuck.
Flexed on Jay real quick.
Now you can have a sniff. It's sad that we didn't have a video, like a camera for this episode.
Yeah, what the hell? Oh, that's...
What do you think it is? What do you smell?
I don't know what to smell. My nose smells so many things.
Can I have a sniff?
Oh.
Once you know what it is, it doesn't smell that weird.
It's like... I'm guessing garlic?
Yeah.
But it's in water?
It's pickled garlic.
Pickled garlic? You eat this before your date, man.
Yeah, and it's actually, because I thought, you cook with this or something, but it's actually advised to eat it just like this. I had to get it, bro.
Get it out.
Oh, this is gonna be a little bite, though.
Yeah.
Oh no. It's like a whole fucking... Not even... It's the whole garlic. Not even one clove of garlic. It's...
Yeah, this is the whole garlic. Garlic. I can't even speak because I'm so disgusted by it. Oh boy. I'm not ready to eat this right now.
Can you give me one of those paper towels?
Oh yes. You'll need it. Yeah, I'll give you 2. Oh. All right.
Oh, it's hard too.
It is hard. It's I don't like the consistency. I don't like the smell. But
cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. I'm not a fan of it. Are you supposed to pull it off or something?
But not as bad as I expected.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Oh.
The aftertaste is terrible though.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, this again, I'd give this a 2 or 3 maybe on a good day. But holy fuck, man, what did you bring into my house?
But garlic is very healthy, right? Oh Jesus, I'm not gonna be able to make out with my girlfriend for a week.
Yeah. Facts. Okay. Now I don't have an identity crisis anymore. Now I know.
Now I'm gonna tell you. Ooh, maybe it's more fun if I tell both. First that one. I cooked one thing. The spiciest noodles they had.
Okay.
So I thought it would be fun if we drink something now to get rid of the garlic flavor. And we're gonna eat the spiciest noodles, but we can only drink from the can.
So we're eating the spiciest noodles now.
Yeah, and the first person to drink needs to drink the can.
First person who
needs a sip of something.
We can only drink out of the can. Alright, then I'll open the can. I know.
Do you want to know what it is, or do you think it's more fun if you not know what it is?
The drink?
Yeah,
Well, it looks like rababa juice.
it isn't.
It looks like it has pieces in it, and that's what I don't like. Oh, my guy, what did you bring here? It's the bad thing about scanning a store like this, because you really know what the weirdest shit is. Oh, shit. Oh, God. So what is it? Will you tell me or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, shit.
Okay, it is a drink.
Does
It's
it have
a
pieces in it?
grass jelly drink.
Doesn't smell too bad, but that doesn't mean it.
I mean, grass?
It doesn't smell too bad, though. It smells like liquid gummy bears.
Yeah,
Like,
but
weirder.
doesn't smell good. Right, I got you your own Tupperware with noodles. I got myself one as well.
Oh, your own spicy noodle Tupperware. All right. Okay. I guess we're doing this. Okay, smells spicy.
Smells pretty good.
Smells. Good job.
But the thing is,
Yes.
these are just ramen noodles, right?
Yeah.
They were so specific on the instructions to make this. Like, first boil the ramen for 3 minutes and 30 seconds, then lower heat, and then put in the sauce for another 20 seconds, and then the flakes. It's like, okay,
All right.
that's oddly specific.
So we eating one with a flake or without?
Let's take a bite with.
With a flake.
Oh, it's kind of starting to get one piece now.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to get a flake necessarily, but I'm gonna just try to get some of it. Man, this is I did not expect this when we started this podcast.
Smells gnarly.
Smells like normal noodles. Are you eating the full fork?
Yeah.
Alright, okay, bet. Cheers. Like, it's spicy.
That is spicy. But it can be one of those. Yeah, it's getting worse.
Yeah, it is getting worse.
Woo!
I,
Wakes you up.
yeah, freeze the spirit. But not so bad that I need to drink desperately right now.
Yeah, but if it hits the back of your throat while eating, then you're done.
Yeah. I'm definitely, so you start to get those, like pulverization, start sweating a little bit.
Okay. Well,
Whew.
you go for another bite?
Yeah. I mean, this is going to turn into a Hot Ones episode. So, tell me about your childhood. Is that ever even a Hot Ones question?
But I don't want to disregard from your personal awakening anyway.
Oh, no. Oh, don't worry. I think distraction is good. And I have enough to figure out with either way. So I think, when it comes to like this, of course, you need to figure certain things out. You need to question yourself, like, why you're doing what you're doing, and find like a, meaning behind it. But necessarily, I think distraction also sometimes just is the best thing. Just be away from it from a while, Don't deal with it or something.
So how do you want to tackle this problem?
Well, I wanna figure out what I really like to do, what I don't like to do, and what it is that stresses me out. Because there has to be something. Because like the way I feel, especially like I don't really see stress ever. Like I feel like a year ago I was like really stress free. I was always like I was just like living life, enjoying it. Now it just feels like I'm worrying myself too much with certain things that I can't control anyways. So why do it? This is actually low-key kind of good.
I like it.
Yeah. This is the best food we had so far, even though it is kind of spicy.
Well, it's definitely spicy, but I think if you go to a good Thai restaurant, you get something that's very spicy.
True.
But it's still tasty. It's definitely still edible.
Mm.
So, a big win.
Third fork in now. Oh, the. Well, I think we're back.
Again, 11 episodes in, and we still can't manage.
No, we can't.
Can't manage to properly record a podcast.
Yep.
We basically finished this already, but it didn't save.
Yeah, like it feels like we had a lot of history talk, and now it actually feels like we did travel in time.
Oh yeah, and we talked about that one thing that was so great. Remember?
I feel like I think it now, because a quick explanation. I do remember that great thing. A lot of exclusive content right there.
Oh, I just wanted to joke that we talked about something really cool.
oh, I mean, me too. Besides,
I mean, when we talked about that night in Bosnia and how we met, we finally told the story of how we met, but now it isn't saved.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. And we were really going in detail. You know, we're really talking how we met. No bullshit this time.
Included the thing.
The thing, exactly. So, oh well. Anyways, to quick recap, my laptop ran out of disk space, and we were like 57 minutes into this episode, and then Audacity was like, you know what? I'm out of here.
Understandable. That's a great day.
Yeah, exactly. So now, I think it cut off in mid of the food tasting, but we ate the
we also hate it. We ate it and we hate it.
Yeah, but I think we stopped with the spicy ramen. So we had the drink after, and that was the last thing anyways. And the drink was okay.
Yeah, drink barely tasted like anything, and that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was like iced tea, but like...
I might have another sip.
Just for the... I'm down. Just, to give you guys the full experience.
It's kind of round flavor.
Honey too?
Yeah.
Honey a little bit.
I think that's the jelly, like the really sweetness.
Yeah. I don't mind it though.
No.
I don't mind it.
It's not bad. I have worse. I had garlic.
Well, we had besides saying how we met, we also had a really long discussion about history. So I don't know, like I don't really feel like talking about the same thing again.
No, we can talk for another half an hour.
That's true. I mean, talking points getting slim for me at this point. Like to not mention the thing that we don't want to mention yet.
Yeah. All we want to say is stay tuned for next week. We're really going to do something else.
Yeah.
That
definitely.
I think never has been done intentionally on a podcast. I think.
Could be. I have no idea.
I have no idea, but let's just say it might as well. We can say
First time ever. But to see what it is, you got to tune in next week's episode.
And it's kind of controversial, I'd say.
Definitely. If I think I'm going to share it on my social media platforms.
Same.
I do not know how certain people are going to think of it.
Same. So that's going to be interesting. And you're all going to be a part of it. So stay tuned.
Yeah. One thing, I mean, I know I can also do that next time. But then, I know, we don't have anything to talk about anyways, right? Did I tell you that I start investing into stocks?
No.
Let's have finance talk.
Is this why the suit is here? Is this why the suit is here? Like, you dress up, sit behind your computer, and.
No, I actually have meetings. I meet once a week with Mark Zuckerberg, and we talk about the latest Facebook news. Since I bought 10 euros of Facebook stock, I didn't. But I did buy into stocks, right? For my birthday, I was like, you know what? You always see on social media, like, oh, Tesla stock up 700% in comparison to next year and shit, And you always look at that and I'm like, well, this is hella bank that I missed out on necessarily, right?
Yeah.
So I said, fuck it. I put $200 in and I put it to like shit that I support, or like, think has a certain potential, but also is not bad. I don't like investing into things that I think are bad in nature. But one thing that would kind of give it away, there's stocks about next week's episode too.
There is?
Yeah, and I'd love to invest, but you can't invest in when it comes to the program that I'm using. You can't invest in those stocks, but necessarily they do exist, and I think they have a tremendous upside.
That's cool.
Because I read up on the topic, right, and it has, I think, really, like from what I heard, right, crazy potential in the medical field.
Oh, okay.
So it's interesting to see how this develops.
Yeah. Funny story about stocks, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
My best friend from my hometown, he and his father-in-law were just chilling, and his father-in-law said, you know what you got to do? You got to invest in the stock market. And they both put an X amount of money in a certain stock.
Okay.
Basically, what my best friend did is just copy whatever his father-in-law did.
Oh, yeah, fair.
And he made a couple of €100 and thought, I'm a dip, cashed out. Great experience. And I think that said, oh no, the father-in-law, you can't stay. Yeah, and then this is the moment that you need to stay in. And I think he lost like a couple of grand.
Oh, shit. Oof.
Yeah.
It's a risk, man. Stock market is a weird thing too. Like, I don't like it. Like, stock market, I feel like is like the emphasis on like capitalism. Like what capitalism is, Wall Street stands for to the extreme. And people are doing so much shit for stocks because there's so much money involved necessarily that there's such shady shit going on with that shit. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I never really got too involved in this. I don't really know how it works. I have a good understanding of how it works, but not how the market evolves and that kind of insight. I don't have that.
Me neither. And I don't ever want to get involved in that too. I know how to buy a stock and sell a stock, right? And I just have like this like one stock that I invested most of my money in, right? And I just did it because I think it has upside, but I'm not gonna sell it till like a year or something, and then that's all I'm gonna do. Like, you know, it is what it is, but I'm not gonna get invested in it.
That's cool though. I think that's a good approach. Keeps you. I think you can also get lost in stocks, and it can make or break you. And I think that's a really good approach that you're having.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think, like especially about the stock market, like it's a risk, but I think it's a calculated one necessarily. Sometimes you never know what truly is going on behind companies, but you know, for example, that the Amazon stock is kind of going to have a certain value for a certain while. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's. I think that's safe to say.
Stock talk.
Now, what I thought, because we still have half an hour to go, and we already went through our talking points. At least I have. I don't know about you.
Same.
I think it wouldn't really make sense to go over them again.
No.
But I thought we could just pick a random topic and share some experiences of ours.
Okay.
About this. And I just tried to think of something. I thought we could talk about getting ill or being ill, being sick, because that's a topic that has been around recently a lot. And we can even put it in a broader sense, because this is some stuff I don't know about you. I don't know. Have you ever been in the hospital, for example?
That's an interesting thing. I think I have twice, as I can remember. I never broke anything. However, I had a hole in my head, you know. Oh. You know, when I remember this, I was like, I don't know, 12 or something, and I got you know, like one of those playgrounds they have at like a zoo, for example, and I got my foot stuck while trying to run away. Like I was trying to climb down like one of those metal like webs. Climb up and down on, and my foot got stuck, and I flipped and fell head down on like an iron bar. But like a centimeter next was like a carabiner that like if I would have landed on that, that would have not been good. It was like a meter or something, like a meter or two fall.
Fuck.
So yeah, I had a big hole in my head. So I was chilling.
Stitches or glue?
Glue. But my actually funny story about this is my dad, right? So since it happened, like it was like half an hour from there to get home, right? And I was with friends' family, so not even my own. So they were like,
"That's it. Always happens with friends' family for whatever fucking reason."
They were stressed about it, right? Understandably. So
yeah, you don't want to deliver back a kid in a state that it wasn't in when you got it.
Exactly. So they're going to the zoo. What's gonna happen? You know? Got back. My mom was like, "Oh fuck," you know, like really, really terrified. My dad is like kind of like chill, you know, but like also terrified. But he went. So he drove us to the hospital, and then he did the age-old trick, right? My mom was like going in with me. She's like, "Oh yeah, you know, let's go." And my dad said, "I think I may have left the stove on," and he went home. Yeah. So shut up, my dad. What about you? Any
Well,
experiences?
I also had a hole in my head actually,
Oh shit.
but for me it didn't really hurt. I don't know about you.
I don't remember.
I mean, of course, you get something causes that you have a hole in your head and that hurts, but I don't remember thinking like this hurts more than it should hurt or anything.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
I just remember for me it happened in kindergarten or something. And we had to build a tower of wooden blocks and eventually fell on my head. And I just thought
Russian roulette in kindergarten.
Yeah,
Playing Jenga.
like I just hurt my head. Fine. And then at some point, like, because it bled a lot, a little girl behind me was like, Jason, ah! And I just felt, and I swiped my hand across the back of my head, and it was like entirely red, covered in blood. It didn't really hurt, but it just bled a lot.
Oh shit.
And then I also got it glued, and that's it.
That's a happy end.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Anything broken?
I mean, you probably know, right? My whole arm fiasco.
Oh, that's true. I do remember the arm fiasco. What was that from again? Like, what did you do?
I fell off a trampoline at a friend's place, of course.
It always happens at a friend's place. It never happens at home.
Yeah. But then something went wrong and I had to get surgery twice, and now it's still kind of fucked up. But,
fucked.
Speaking of dads forgetting things, my dad would always forget things, and that thing being me. that happened.
Okay.
And more than once, more than twice, where my dad would go somewhere and had to bring me, and he would just forget me.
Oof.
One time, this came to, I think, the climax is that he needed to pick me up at a friend's place, and he went to the place, had a drink, and left without me.
That's the move, though. It's the move. He's just there to drink. He's just like, why am I here? Drink. Bet. Drives home.
And before anyone starts taking shit, my dad doesn't drink alcohol, so it was just like a soda or something.
What?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, that's you know that apple juice made him dizzy. You know how it is. Good vibe though.
Did you have any weird illnesses other than that? You had a weird thing on your neck. I remember that.
Oh, that was weird. I had like what do you call it? Kissing disease? Mono?
I have no idea.
It's that's what I had. I don't know the.
Looked like a hemorrhoid on your neck.
That was crazy. My left side of my neck looked like I was training it all day. You know, like it was crazy. It looked like that Peter Griffin thing. You know, had another me in my neck. That was something. I also had a time, I think, also when I was younger, where I just couldn't walk for 2 days.
What?
I was like weirdly paralyzed. It was
paralyzed.
But weirdly, like I wasn't paralyzed, but I couldn't walk.
You were just stubborn, or what do you mean?
No, I don't know. It was we always went to the beach, and I remember I jumped off like one of those like water things you can like pedal to like see what's good. I jumped off of that like on the shore, and I like landed weirdly on stones, like just with my knees, right? And it felt weird in the moment. I remember it felt weird in the moment, but I could still walk, right? It didn't hurt, nothing. And then next morning, I woke up and wanted to get up, and I fell flat on my face.
Maybe it's some nerve or something.
Could be. But like for 2 days, like dead ass, I couldn't walk. And my parents were so worried. Like I was in the hospital, and they were like trying to, like, if you don't walk because they also thought it was bullshit, right? Because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, why would I just suddenly not be able to walk anymore?
Yeah.
And so I remember this, and they told me if I reach the doctor's door, then we can go home, because I didn't want to go to the doctor, right? But I couldn't go. I couldn't walk. So that was kind of weird. But then after, it was just over after 2 days.
That's weird.
The weirdest shit.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I don't know what the fuck went wrong with me there, but like I just couldn't walk.
Now, do you think we call we have a saying in the Netherlands, the mannengriep. So you have the flu, and then we have the man flu.
Oh yeah, we have that too.
Yeah. Do you think that's a real thing?
I don't know. I think maybe I think it's a mixture. I think it is in a sort of sense where it feels like just men are less the victims of our society. And I think that if you have a flu, you're always sick, you know, and you get a bonus when you're sick. It's just the way it is, right? You always like, people care about you more when you're sick.
I mean, you gotta make use of the situation.
Exactly. So I think it's that like, it was just exaggeration in the moment, because it's like, I never have anything, you know?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, men, we don't have a period or nothing. If we have a flu, like, I don't know, it happens like once a year maybe, you know? And then maybe it's just, from that social standpoint, just pushed. But what do you think?
But to be fair, with every woman, I want to say with every woman I've been with in my life, even my mom and my sister, but that's every woman that was around me in my life, they're tough as fuck.
Yeah.
When they have the flu, tough as hell.
Yeah, true.
But when I have the flu, I think I'm gonna die, you know? And I will express that I think that I will die.
I've been there.
And I definitely am, especially as a kid. Also when I'm drunk and like really ill when I'm drunk, then, you know, you get nauseous. I remember I was really, it was the first time I was at a party with alcohol, and I think I drank half a bottle of vodka in like half an hour. That didn't go well.
Oof.
Yeah, and I was at the toilet and I couldn't even manage to take my arm up to press flush.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was that bad. And I just remember screaming for my best friend at the time, Bram, come here. And then he got there. Go away.
It's super dramatic. No, I don't want you anymore. You came too late.
And I think that's also how I was as a kid when being ill. Like, come. What do you want? I don't know.
I feel bad.
I just want this to be over. Yeah, I can do that for you. Yeah,
I definitely had that with nausea too.
That's the worst.
As a kid, I remember I was nauseous a lot as a kid. And that's one thing where I was like anxious to throw up.
And that makes you even more nauseous.
Yeah.
Because then you start breathing weird, and that I had the same thing.
It's a loophole.
Yeah. Oh, bro, when I moved out, and the first time I was ill, like being nauseous by myself, that sucks so fucking much. Then you feel alone.
Yeah.
That's the moment you really feel alone, when you are in bed with your bucket of puking and knowing, oh, I need to get up, clean this out.
It's disgusting, man.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. I hate it.
Yeah.
That's really when you feel like, I had it nice. I had it good. People cared for me. I got soups. I got teas.
Yeah.
Now look at me.
Yeah.
3 a.m. fucking bucket of puke next to my bed.
Yeah.
No tea.
No tea.
Also, I think we forgot about it. Dry January.
Oh, yeah.
How's it going?
I gotta say, I fucked up again.
Same. So what's your reason?
I think I have a rather good reason.
Okay.
My girlfriend had a birthday in December, and I gifted her a nice weekend away. And I think as part of a weekend away, you have to drink.
Yeah.
So I drank there.
Okay.
Didn't drink since.
Okay, fair. I drank once. I had a few, I think 2 glasses of champagne and a little bit of wine.
Where were you at?
No. We celebrated because my girlfriend actually, like her concept for the module, right?
Yeah.
We had like the end presentation and stuff, and the teachers asked, oh, like, we really love this magazine. Do you want to like keep on doing the magazine for the first years to come? So to do it for them in publishing.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's crazy, right? So I was like, so I immediately, like, after this, I was like, fuck it. I go to the store, I get a champagne. I was like, some things you just need to celebrate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think that's something wrong with it. But since then, also no hiccups.
Yeah. I think that's valid.
Yeah.
But weird that we both associate celebration with alcohol, though.
I think, I mean, we're kind of like, society kind of pushes us to celebrate.
Yeah.
Feierabend beer. I mean, it's German, but like, after work beer just tastes better.
Vrijdagmiddagbottle in Dutch. Literally the same thing. Yeah. Even with like my granddad back in the day, it was common when you were done with work on Friday that you would drink and then go home, which is a fucking stupid thing. Drink, drive, go home.
Kind of a vibe.
Every Friday.
Yeah, strict diet, but work back in the day. Back in the day, no one really gave a fuck.
Yeah, true.
Nowadays, not so much.
Yeah.
Not so much. Maybe better. I mean, alcohol is kind of, a drug that's very dangerous, very easily accessible.
Yeah. And it's difficult, man, because also now I had some friends who I didn't really see in a while, and they wanted to meet, actually.
Yeah.
It got cancelled. But then I was like, but then I kind of want to have a drink with them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Kinda. It's what you do with
Yeah.
friends nowadays. It's just, you don't meet anymore. You just like drink.
Yeah.
But it's kind of shitty that you do that.
It's weird.
It is weird.
But in a way, it makes me happy. So,
Is it shitty then?
Yeah.
Like, that's another thing. It's weird.
yeah.
But it's just a social drug, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah. But crazy. I do know my tolerance has gone down like a lot.
Oh, yeah. Same.
Because of Rona.
Yeah. 100%.
Jesus.
Which is a good thing, necessarily.
That's great.
Yeah. Shows that, not as much pumping into the liver
Ooh,
anymore.
I have an idea for our first video after Dry January, but I'll save that for after the podcast for you.
What's gonna come? Like dry January? Okay, 1st of February, here's the plan. We gotta get 5 bottles of tequila.
No. All I gotta say is the name, because we usually record around about an hour of
Yeah.
a podcast, and it's gonna be Power Hour.
Oh no. God damn. This is gonna turn into some type of podcast.
Yeah.
Low key, a good name for a podcast would be Podcast. And it's just a podcast that's done high. Low key, if no one has that, snack that up real quick.
Yeah.
It's on the house.
Yeah, you can have it. Often days, Tuesdays, still ours, but this one.
Oven Dish Tuesdays is
Save it for the podcast. Also a good name if you want one.
Save it for the podcast. As a podcast?
Yeah.
That'd be also good.
Because
like-
that usually what we kind of jokingly say, right? Save it for the podcast.
Also true. But I think might as well is also good because people also automatically say it. And I always advertise the podcast when it happens.
True. It's and you associate it, at least when I watch something on like Netflix now and they say might as well, which is a really common thing to say. I always think, podcast.
Yeah, Dirty Santa, bump it.
Oof.
Yeah, I feel it, man.
When are we gonna do a follow-up on Dirty Santa?
Eastern, I thought.
And I'm not really inspired by Easter, I think.
I mean, I don't know. That's
We
true.
gotta do something fun soon, though.
No,
Because we're almost in between modules, and
we can do a lot of shit back then.
like a video or something, or
Yeah, we can cook some shit up.
Yeah.
We can come up with something, but I'm hella down. And we have ideas.
not just us, but the listeners can also help us. Now, I didn't check if we have any voice memos, but I would assume no.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, I don't think so.
All around me are familiar.
So please, we're on our hands and knees.
Worn out place.
Please send us a voice memo.
Worn out faces.
Wait, we have one chat.
I've been running on a daily
That's me.
Send yourself a voice message or tagged in a story or something.
Yeah, tagged in the story.
Yeah, the usual.
Ooh, also great. I accidentally forwarded someone's story. Like I kind of dropped my phone and I accidentally forwarded someone's story to
Okay.
Might as well. So that went perfect.
Okay. Yeah, beautiful.
That would have been a weird thing to explain. Yeah, I kind of dropped my phone and I accidentally forwarded. That sounds like such a lame excuse.
But it's true. If something says something like, actually, no.
It's also not something you really come up with
True.
on the fly, though.
That's kind of like someone else said that. When you send a risky text and it didn't go the way, a friend actually had my phone and they sent it.
Joke.
It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just doubtful,
Yeah.
It's like, this is part of a drinking game. That's why I texted.
Piccolo.
No other reason. But
Unless you're into it, then
yeah, exactly. It's the thing. Like, it's like, what happens if they say yes? Then that's the ultimate power move. To just say yes, and then when they say really, if they were real or not.
No.
But yeah, that's how to debunk it.
I'm close to the fucking garlic jar.
Oh, please.
What is this jar?
I don't know, but I got it open. Just rubbing it
opening
again. I got it open. My pure man powers.
Want to open a beer real quick, or
It's dry January, and I don't have beer here.
and you can't open a beer?
Also true. But I can.
But you got the butts going though.
Pen angle. Exactly. They have a twist cap, anyways.
Yeah. For less abled.
Less able. It's a good term. Do I also get a free parking spot then?
Not disabled, just less able.
Excuse me, I can't open a beer. Oh, your parking spot is right here. Parks right in front of the store.
I'm so sorry, sir.
I pay my taxes on time. Oh.
Talking of being sorry, a friend of mine had this great story. Funerals are weird.
That's one way to open this. Okay.
Funerals are weird because it's always a weird vibe. Because in a way,
100%.
it's really, really sad. In a way, it is really, really sad because someone died.
Yeah.
But you also see a lot of people you didn't really see in a long time, and that can be kind of nice.
True.
And I don't know how this is abroad, but here at a funeral, you line up at some point after the whole ceremony is done. You line up, like the close family lines up, and you go past the line and you say, "My condolences, my condolences, my condolences."
Yeah.
A friend of mine did the line, "My condolences, my condolences." Proceeds, is done, and thinks, "Fuck, I need to go back." Midway, I stopped saying "my condolences" and I started saying "congratulations, congratulations."
Oh, fuck.
Because kind of as the line moved on, it got a bit looser.
Yeah.
And you see some people you haven't seen in a long time.
And how often do you say my condolences? That's something you never say unless you're at a funeral.
And in Dutch, it's also awfully close. Condolences, gecondoleerd. Congratulations, gefeliciteerd.
Oh shit! Why is that so close?
I have no idea.
God damn!
But can you imagine being at a funeral and going, "Congratulations, congratulations,
that's
congratulations"?
That's rough. Maybe you can run it off as like you're really religious and they're at a better place now. So you want to congratulate them.
Or maybe they were assholes who died. I don't know.
Could also be true. One of them say, "Oh, thank you so much."
I didn't want to be the one to say it. But,
What a prick, huh? Everybody else in the line. God damn, man. I think is also always weird after a funeral is that you go eat together, right? I don't know if that's a thing in Dutch too. Like you go to a funeral and then you're like, I feel like some ham. It's like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. And the weird thing to me is that when you have a funeral, it's really about that person, right? And then you have dinner and then usually just is about you and your life and the person you're talking to, his life. And you kind of
leave the other person behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which in a way, I've never really been to a funeral of someone that was close to me, like that I lost that was close to me. So I don't know what it is like to be in that position. So maybe it's some nice distraction. I just don't know. But to me, it's also a bit weird that it's supposed to be that person's day because you're saying goodbye to that person. But then as soon as you leave the venue, you kind of...
True. But I think, funerals always happen a couple of days after the death.
Yeah.
First and foremost, so I think you do a lot of grieving before.
Yeah, and grieving is a long process.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think distraction helps.
Did you ever lose someone close to you?
I was at one funeral in my life and I was for my grandpa, but I wasn't that close to him. Like, it was just like, I always had grandparents that lived far, far away and they never drove a car out of like an anxiety or like other reasons. So I don't know, I saw them like maybe 5-6 times that I know of in my life. So I wouldn't say there was like a deep connection to it. But it's a weird vibe to be at a funeral.
Yeah, I've been to, I don't want to say number because I might have it wrong, but not too many. And I never lost anyone close to me. And the older we're getting, we both know that day is going to come.
And that's a weird thought. Death in general is a weird thought. Yeah,
and it's sucks to say, but the closest thing I've lost is my fucking dog, which is...
That's a good thing to say. Yeah. But dogs can still be hella close.
Hella close. It's part of a family that you lose. But still, it's also kind of weird that it's gonna hit so fucking hard for us, I think, when we do lose someone close to us.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I don't know. But why think about it now?
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah. But it's also an interesting topic to talk about, right?
Definitely. Death in general is an interesting topic. Yeah. Like, what happens?
Yeah. This is a story that always stuck with me. Is someone had to... his mom was suffering from a disease and she decided to... we call it euthanasie in Dutch.
Pull the plug?
He pulled the plug.
Yeah.
Let's call it that. And she was... she took something in order to die.
Oh.
And she was going to do that at, let's say, 4:15. And her son was with her, and at like 4, she asked, "What time is it?" And he said 4. And in that moment, he saw his mom, and the realization in his mom that she thought, this is going to be over. But the thing that struck him the most, and that's the thing that sticks with me now, is in losing someone and knowing you lose someone, everyone is so selfish because you think about, I'm going to lose that person.
Yeah.
But that person loses everyone around them.
Yeah.
And that puts death in a whole new perspective.
100%. And you lose life.
Yeah.
Everyone around you, but also everything, breathing, shit we take for granted. It's all gone. But then the question is, what happens after?
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
I know the song, and that's what's triggering me.
God, Nigel.
I know it's... But I think since we talked about funerals, I think it's a great way to end things. Since funeral is also a great way to ending things, you know.
We can't end it on this note. Tell a fun story. How are groceries this week?
Oh, okay, $60, you know.
Oh, solid.
Yeah, we went to the market today, which was still, no one was wearing masks, still terrifying. Fun story. I don't know if I remember. This is a tough one. I feel like in COVID
let's not do a fun story, but let's say you drop dead tomorrow.
Oh shit.
Okay. Plausible scenario.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I don't want to joke about that, but you know.
Okay.
I think this is an interesting question. What is the one thing, if you had to choose one thing you want to be remembered for?
That's a tough one. I think if I would die tomorrow, then I'd like to be remembered for
Might as well the podcast.
Dirty Santa, the song. I think it was a lyrical art piece. Now, I think in general, the best thing to be remembered of is to be there for people. You know, like if you pass and people are like, they're thankful that I impacted their life in some sort or another. Whether it's bad, whether they learned an experience from me, whether it's I fucked them over and they say, hey, that bitch is dead, you know, whatever, as long as they have an impulse to it, I think that you left a mark in the world. So, you know, what the emotion is, I can't control anyways. So everyone is free to think whatever they want to think about me. But as long as I left an impact, then that's all I want. What about you?
I think that's a beautiful answer. And I think that I would say something similar. I think at least, because if I drop that tomorrow, I didn't really do shit with my life. But I hope I can be an inspiration to other people. And it's such a cliche to say, like, don't mourn because I'm gone, but celebrate because I was there. So I hope at least I can be of some inspiration for other people to achieve something great that I can't do anymore.
Yeah, it's also well said. And I think like, with what we do, you know, I think we're both people that deserve to leave an impact into the minds of certain people.
Yeah.
You know? Also, shout out to the 14 people listening to India, you know? Okay. But on that note, I think that was an intense topic at the end there.
Oof.
But I think good way to end things.
Yeah. And we want to be remembered for being inspirational.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys would remember to leave a voice memo,
please. I mean, we've been asking this for how many episodes? Okay.
11? No, maybe 10. Maybe not in the first one. I don't know.
That's in the first one direct. Like, why didn't you send any voice messages? But yeah, on that note, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Also, thank you, Jay, for all the beautiful,
disgusting sweets,
cultural food you brought here.
My pleasure. Not really, but
we'll catch you guys in the next one for a very interesting episode. Stay tuned and have a great week. Might as well.